Okay, everybody, here we're out for a nice walk today in Florida. It's a little chilly, about I'd say 36, 37 degrees, but it's Saturday morning, and at the bike shop where you saw our video from before, it's really busy in there, and it's not really conducive for rolling an intro to part 2 of Anne Hart and Dr. Craig Nixon, Coach Nixon here. Say hello, Doc.
Hi, how you doing?
All right. So basically, in part 1, we went over an introduction with Anne about her goals, her objectives, and we touched base about the FTP test, the anaerobic threshold test, of how she's going to do it on the track. In this next part, we're going to talk about some of the prerequisites that Coach Nixon here is going to want, like medical forms. We're going to talk about her actually taking an FTP test. Doc, what else do we go over in the second part?
Yeah, we want to know a little bit about, we want to know about what she's been doing. Like she swims 1,000 yards, 1,200 yards, which is not a lot, but the point is really how is she doing it? And what kind of running is she doing? How many miles a week? Is she doing track workout? Is she doing hill workouts? So we kind of have to see, customize and individualize these workouts for her.
Yeah, and we already got the ball rolling. So with no longer further ado, that's our intro into part 2. Many more to come. Doc, say goodbye. Cool. And then, so those are our first kind of 2 things that you're going to need. Okay, we also touched upon, I mean, you're a doctor, you're going to be a real stickler as far as her medical background, and I assume that that would be something that'd be quite confidential.
Oh, absolutely. And the only one that would know medical background at all would be me. So what I would do is I would email you a health history form, and you can fill that out and email it back to me, and I keep it on a folder in my computer where nobody can get it or know anything about it. And the basic concerns are medications that you're on, any kind of endocrine problems, past history in terms of injuries. These are things that we don't want to, the focus on all this, although we're looking for developing performance, the focus on all this is also to keep you healthy. So we want to make sure that we don't take an injury and re-injure something and then make it worse, where then you're not even completing a sprint. You know, the idea is that we get through this injury-free and we have fun, but I use fun relatively.
I know I'm going to have a lot of fun sitting back and watching this unfold.
Subjective term. It's fun to see results, but I realize and understand being there that it's extremely hard work. And but the outcome is incredibly satisfying.
Okay, so I don't want this to go on for too much longer here, but we're going to talk something else that we talked about, our limiting factors, right? Okay, so the first limiting factor, Doc, as you discussed, was okay, when you take on someone new, are their strong point the bike? Is their strong point the run? Is their strong point? Why is that important to you?
Well, that's important because everybody has a limiter. So generally swimmers are terrible runners and runners are terrible swimmers. They don't integrate very well.
And if you do have them both being great, you're probably standing on the podium and going
Yeah, that's probably true.
All right.
So what we do is we look at the limiter and we focus maybe a little more on the limiter to bring that up. The nice thing about the addicting part about triathlons are every time you finish one, you think you can do it better because you know that you could have done the run, the swim, or the bike faster if you had focused on it.
So Anne, what would you say your limiter is in the swim, bike, run?
For me, it would be the swim.
The swim.
Yeah.
And Doc, how many years have you been coaching swimming?
30.
30 years of coaching swimming. Did you ever do anything at the Olympic level or national level?
I swam in Masters Nationals.
What about coaching?
I coached a lot of swimmers that went into Division I swimming and Olympic trials.
Okay, Olympic trials. So so that's pretty cool. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that, Anne. And I know that you're talking to someone now in London, England, who would be, sorry, I always turn Austin Powers when I think England, but yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
But you're going to be talking to a swim coach there that hopefully will lose the ego, because my plan on this is for Doc to write up the workouts. him to help you with technique? Because I know technique is so important when it comes to swimming. Doc, would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the biggest part about that is you can't write workouts with drills, because a lot of swimming is drill work.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't write drill. You can't, if you're doing a drill and you're not doing it right, then it's counterproductive.
Right. So my goal here, Anne, is for you to get the workouts, and we're going to be communicating a lot, or you two, through email. Is that correct?
Email is the best.
Right, and you'll be able to check out her Strava reports
Every day.
and her training peaks, perhaps. Okay. All right. So now the other limiting factor they were talking, besides from swim, bike, run, are hours. I mean, how many hours do you think ideally she would need to complete her goal, her first objective, sprint triathlon?
Oh, you know, well, she's going to laugh at this because she's puts a lot of effort in what she's doing, but you really only need probably 8 to 10 hours a week for a sprint. That sprint, I'd probably say 10 to 12 hours a week. Mm-hmm. Relative to an Ironman where you're looking at, you know, ITCA says you need 18 to 20, but I would say you need more like 20 to 24.
ITCA, you just mentioned that. What does that stand for?
International Triathlon Coaching Association.
Okay, and you just did you just not get certified by them?
Within the last year.
Within the last year. So you're certified ITCA triathlon coach.
Right.
All right, that's pretty cool. Okay, so Anne, do you think you're going to be able to handle, and I'm going to cut in here because I love watching you work out so much. He said 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to say 12 to 15 hours.
Yeah, I'm already at 12 to 15 hours.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe we can bump it up to 18. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Well, and
it's
again,
fine.
slowly, and you focus on non-injuries.
All right, well, we're going to focus on that. You're going to get her background, okay? And now, Doc, yesterday, I already started with Anne because I was a cyclist and I did okay. I told Anne that she was a little under the weather, okay, that I told her to ride for 2 hours at a zone 1.5, which was her heart rate. I think your average heart rate yesterday was about 115. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I think 120 or something around that. I didn't actually.
Okay, so right around 20. What's the highest you've ever seen your heart rate on the bike?
On the bike, I can push it to 180.
Okay, all right, so that's good knowledge for the doc to know that.
Yeah.
So that was a great recovery ride for you. Now, Doc, you might want her to hold off because I was going to tell her to take an FTP test.
I know, because you're just tough.
I'm tough.
That's cruel. That's cruel.
No pain, no gain here at PK's Bike Shop. And I know I'm tough, but Doc is the man when it comes to the coaching. So I'm glad that we're able to have this conversation. She wants to do something today, Doc. I know you haven't gotten her medical records. Would you say, okay, let's do like another light bike today just to get her going? Or would you say go for the FTP test?
No, I would do FTP when you feel great and you're going to take a day off, and then the next day you focus on the FTP.
All right,
Because
well,
the
she had a
FTP
day off yesterday. I say we go for it now. Let's get it going. I've got a popcorn maker ready to go. I want to watch this unfold, which is another thing about Zwift. I can actually watch her ride, eat popcorn, drink some Cokes, maybe have a donut, and watch her really put out some watts.
He's cruel.
I'm cruel.
He's cruel. And you know, it's up to you. If you want to do an FTP, I would do just a 20-minute FTP to get a base.
Well, there isn't a 20-minute, Doc. There's a 45-minute or a 1 hour on.
Well, no, you could do 20 minutes. You're doing your own FTP test. So you're basically going 20 minutes, and then you.
So the option is doing a 20-minute one now, or
You want to do
I know this girl very well.
You wanna do
Say,
a
Anne,
60
I know you versus you knowing the doc knowing you.
you definitely know me better than the dog.
Okay, and we're going. So that means I'm going to chime in because, like I said, I've done some biking. All right, I've got 6,200 miles. Then I want to see Anne do the 60-minute FTP. To me, I'll tell you why. That is the most accurate, and I know this girl's mindset. I know her time commitment, and I know she can handle it. This is not for everyone. This is a personalized training program, which I will be helping the doc with in a very minimal fashion, and that minimal fashion starts now, and I'm saying 60-minute FTP test, Anne. Are you down with that?
If that's what you say, that's how it is.
I love this girl. But sorry, I'll keep that on the down low. Okay, so anyways, Doc, anything else? I guess basically, Anne, I'm going to send you the doc's email. We'll get Doc on WhatsApp. He's going to send you some medical forms. Anything else, Doc, you want to send her?
No, that's okay. I need to know kind of her schedule commitment. You know what she wants to do. I like to give everybody 1 day off a week and for recovery.
Well, that's really nice. I don't think I would do that, but okay.
Michael Phelps doesn't either. So
I think I like the duck. pretty much.
I told you, you like him much better than me.
So the thing would be, are we looking at single workouts a day, double workouts a day? How many hours can you put in Monday through Sunday? And do it specifically. If you have a Monday or Tuesday where you can't do something, let me know about it so I can just adjust and tweak it. And then I'll get you the medical history, and then we'll communicate on email.
Well, I'm very lucky that I can train almost whenever it suits me. And some days I have done a run or a bike in the morning, and then a swim in the evening.
Great. I've seen that.
So I'm pretty much, if you give me...
We've been stalking you, Anne.
This is what you need to do, then I'll just get on with it and get it done.
Okay, and then the other thing is the dates. I have the date on the sprint, the 29th of April.